recently started following an artist on YouTube named Scott Christian Sava. He does a lot of his work with ink and watercolors, and his style is so cool and fun and interesting. I wanted to give it a try myself. So I bought a Canson XL watercolor sketch pad, zebra brush pens, and a set of watercolors. My normal medium is colored pencil, and I usually aim for as realistic as I can get. So this will be a big change for me. But I think it'll be really fun, both to try something new and to get something done a little more quickly. Usually a piece will take me a couple of weeks, and hopefully this will take me more like a couple of hours. The last time I used watercolors was probably when I was a kid, using like the Crayola, 12 colors that come with that little plastic crappy paintbrush. So this is my first time having like actual grown-up watercolors. And my first challenge was figuring out how to open the box. And then my next challenge was figuring out what to do with all these little individually wrapped nuggets of paint. I didn't know that they would come like that, so I ended up recruiting my kids to help me unwrap them. And then it was time to just jump in and start painting. I knew from watching Scott's videos that he starts with yellow, so I went for it with yellow. That first layer of yellow paint was pretty unnerving. I felt like I was painting a Simpsons character, but I decided to trust the process. Next up after the yellow was pink, which didn't make me feel a super lot better at first, but I could kind of start to see how this might turn into something that looked like skin at some point. I did start to go a little darker with the pink to add some shadows, and that kind of started to give her face a little shape. And then I got a little aggressive with the pink shadows, and then I tried to fix it, and that made more problems. And then I tried to fix that, and that made more problems. But I did find that watercolors are more forgiving than like markers. Once you put markers down, it's just there. There's no like removing it. So at least with watercolors, you can try to fix it. Up to this point, I've been painting entirely with the brush that comes with the set, and I didn't clue in until I was pretty far in that there's a reason there are different size brushes, and when you're trying to fill a larger space, maybe use a bigger brush. At this point, I'm realizing her face is pretty like flat and washed out, and so it's time to go in with some purple and add some more shadow and just give her some more shape and definition. And here I go, adding more darkness to her neck again, but this time I'm going in with purple instead of the fuchsia pink. And also a little more confidence. I am realizing I still need to darken things up on her face. She's still pretty washed out. But I think the watercolors are a lot like colored pencils and probably a lot of other mediums as well, in that you can always go darker, but it's harder to go backwards. So I think starting with light and then building up is okay. I also like how if you get to it while it's wet, you can actually lift the paint back off the paper and it spreads around. Like you can move it around on the page, which is pretty cool. So this is where I figured out that using a bigger brush to fill in a larger space would probably have been a good idea. This shirt is a mess. Check it out. I used a brush with just water to blend out that harsh line, and that was pretty cool. Ta-da! Bigger brush to the rescue for the background. After I finished the background, I hit the page with a blow dryer, and then I came in with my white gel pen to add some highlights in the eyes. That was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to working with watercolors again. Leave me a comment if you've got any suggestions for how I can improve on my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.